This week, 27 years ago, is significant. My next Women Crush Wednesday celebrates an extraordinary human being, Holly Dunn Pendleton. Holly is the only known survivor of the notorious serial killer Angel Maturino Resendiz, who is known as the Railroad Killer. This is an horrendous trauma, but it's actually what Holly has done with this crisis that's led to my crushing on this hero. So Holly and I went to a small high school together. We were in the same homeroom. And then after we all graduated, she went to college at the University of Kentucky. This week in August, 27 years ago, Holly was a junior at UK, and she and her boyfriend, Chris Mayer, were hanging out along railroad tracks when they were attacked by Resendiz. Tying their hands and feet behind them, he beat Chris, eventually killing him by dropping a 50-pound stone on his head. Holly watched this happen to her boyfriend, and then she was stabbed, raped, and repeatedly beat in her face and on the back of her head with a wooden object. She was left unconscious, she was left for dead, and she survived. Holly is the only known survivor of this serial killer and helped to bring him to justice. And if that isn't incredible enough, Holly turned this trauma into service for others. She opened Holly's House in our hometown of Evansville, Indiana. Holly's House is an advocacy center for child and adult victims of intimate crime and abuse. Holly shares her story in her book and in numerous media. She's received a ton of well-deserved recognitions and provides keynote speeches about her experience and what she has learned from that. Here's a quote. "Trauma creates change you don't choose. Healing is about creating change you do choose." Holly went through a trauma and a crisis no one should go through. She healed physically and went on bravely to create change that she chooses and she leads every day. And that's a lesson I find worth following and a woman worth crushing on. Holly Dunn Pendleton is my Women Crush Wednesday for this week. Who are you crushing on?